'Tis the season for hot and steamy love letters. Do you know who's getting a lot of them these days? Home sellers. And some of those letters are so risque, they could land the seller and the agent in trouble. Why, you ask? Stay tuned. This is Ask Jeff. Today's question comes from Suzanne. I've read on some listings that the home seller doesn't want to read letters from buyers. Why is that? Thanks, Suzanne. Before we get into why sellers may not want to read them, let's first talk about the letters themselves. In this world of knockout, drag-out bidding wars, the love letter is that final artillery shell meant to strike right at the seller's heart. So they go something like this. Dear Mr. and Mrs. Seller, we could feel the love that fills your home, and we envision our children running down the steps on Christmas morning. You can buy love letter templates on Etsy for $10. You just swap in your name and your own khaki and blue family beach photo, and boom, load up the moving truck. Look, these things literally can work. So what's the risk? Well, NAR recently warned its members about love letters due to concerns that they could open up sellers and their agents to violating fair housing laws. These laws make it illegal to discriminate in the sale or rental of housing on the grounds of race, religion, sex, family status, and disability. These are all protected classes. So in that letter about children running down the steps on Christmas morning, the buyer reveals the family makeup and religion. And then that beach photo, it reveals the race and the sex. So a seller who may feel a connection to that family because of the same faith or because their little boy looks like their own, they may ultimately choose that offer even if it wasn't the best in price and terms. I've heard sellers brag about being wooed by a letter, and they are setting themselves up for trouble, especially if they turn down an equally strong or better offer from someone who doesn't worship or look like them. So my advice, protect yourself from even the perception of wrongdoing. Ask your agent to write in the listing that buyer love letters will not be accepted. Then if you have multiple offers, you can choose the offer based on terms rather than emotion and avoid the possible fair housing complaint and the potential $16,000 fine. The United States has a long history of housing discrimination. So in my opinion, we should do what we can to make sure everyone has a fair shot at living where they want. What do you think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Comment below or slide me into my DMs. And while you're at it, hit share and subscribe. And if you have real estate questions, just ask. I'm happy to help. We'll see you next time.